community. And we saw strong, not strong black leaders, but even strong black women that were put in positions of power that were making things happen. So,
Wow, you have got some stories to tell, man. I mean, just the Pac thing alone, but the Black Panther thing.
yeah, and actually, I'm completing my autobiography right now.
Good.
And so, and it's like you said, it's not just a Digital Underground thing, but it's like, from growing up in the '70s, in and around the Black Panther Party. You know what I mean? Like I actually went to see George Jackson in San Quentin,
Yeah.
on a field trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so growing up in that environment in the '70s, and then from the '80s when the whole crack epidemic hit,
Yeah.
I experienced and trying to, growing up in and around that. And then, here comes the '90s with Digital Underground and Tupac and just,
Can I ask you a
lived it.
quick? Can I ask
Yes.
you a quick question about
Sure.
like how you said about the community and stuff?
Sure.
So how do you feel about Nipsey Hussle? Where do he fit in with Tupac and with your Black Panther movement growing up? Where does all that?
Well, I was telling somebody else that this feels the closest to that.
Wow,
what I
that's
mean?
deep.
For me. And, I, because Tupac did say, he said he may not change the world, but he's going to spark the mind that will, right? So Nip was one of those that he probably sparked. Now, I always believe because, Tupac talked about it and he was kind of setting the blueprint, but because so much was happening in his life, he never actually got to put some of the things that he talked about into action, right? So here comes Nip, and Nip actually took it a step further and started implementing some of the things, right? So I just believe that somebody else is going to come along and take it a step further.
Even further.
It may not be in our lifetime, or
We may not see it.
we may not see it, but it's going to happen. Because each time it's and they're going to come from that special circumstance where they come from, the bottom, because they, you have to, the community has to believe in you, but they're going to be young, but they're going to be educated because the older people are going to believe in you as well. And it's just a special combination of things that's in a person. And like I didn't know Nipsey, but I was around him. We crossed paths once, and you could just tell like his energy and just his, it was something about him that was there that I could see it just in the short brief time that I interacted with him. And it's a trip because for me, being so close and knowing Tupac, it was always weird when people would talk like that without knowing him. And now I kind of understand it because I didn't know Nip, but I kind of felt
That
same,
connection, right?
yeah, the same type of thing. And to really feel hurt and crushed when you hear about something like that happening to somebody that was trying to do so much for their
community.
community,
right.
that, is a trip.
Man, that is devastating.
Or
But okay, I gotta know, where do you see Digital Underground going in the next 5